Hello everyone, my name is Baconator6624 and today I'm going to talk about tanks in Battlefield Play4Free. Tanks are the roughest, toughest and most brutal ground vehicles in the game. And if I may paraphrase Silvernoshi in the forums, tanks can bring a whole world of pain on those that dare to stand in your way. So let's get to it. This is Recruit Training 9, Tanks. The basic controls of the tank shouldn't be too hard to figure out by yourself, but I'm going to go over them real quick anyway. The WASD keys control steering and the mouse controls the cannon. Driving the tank might feel a little bit awkward in the beginning, but you will get used to it after a while. When driving around, you might find it to be useful to have a third-person view of your tank, especially when you're playing on maps like Karkand. You go into third-person mode by pressing C. There are no crosshairs in third-person mode, so firing your weapons might become a little tricky. In third-person mode, you can also make sure you won't be hung up on barricades or things like that. By pressing F, you will get a backwards view over your tank. Keep an eye on this angle every now and then, because a teammate could be using you as a shield or an engineer might be attempting to repair your vehicle. You don't want to expose those friendlies to enemy fire, so make sure to provide some mobile cover. There is no best perspective, so use the one you deem the most useful in a certain situation. The best thing about the tank is of course the cannon. This beast will deal 300 damage on a direct hit and its bullet drop is almost neglectable. Don't forget to use the splash damage to take out enemies around the corners. The only downside to this weapon is that it takes quite a while to recharge. When your cannon is recharging, don't stare at the bar below, but just listen to the sound. Your secondary weapon is the coaxial machine gun. You will not be able to use this weapon right out of the box. To unlock the machine gun, you have to spend some talent points. 1 point in this talent will give you 25 shots and a reload time of around 9 seconds. 2 points will double the amount of shots and bring the reload time down to 7 seconds. Maximizing the points in this talent will give you 100 shots on a machine gun with a reloading time of 5 seconds. But that's not all. The tank also has an extra machine gunner seat. Get your co-pilot to gun down anything you missed. The co-pilot should also be spotting enemies non-stop. This will help out you and your team a lot, and it will give him lots of assist points. However, you should be cautious in exposing your co-pilot. His body will be out in the open, so it won't be too hard for an enemy to take him out. Something that is overlooked by a lot of players is that the co-pilot can press Ctrl to hide behind his gun. The tank itself has got 1000 armor points. This might seem like a lot, but it will decrease faster than you might think. You can boost this armor by adding points to the improved tank armor skill. A maximum of 2 points will decrease damage done to you by 20%. This might come in very handy when you're facing off with an enemy tank that doesn't have this advantage. When you've taken damage, get someone to repair your tank or repair it yourself if you play as an engineer. If you are doing the repairs yourself, watch out that no one will steal your tank. The biggest danger to your tank are probably RPGs. Any hostile player can place a so-called tracer dart on you by shooting your tank with a dart gun. This will enable enemy engineers to launch homing rocket-propelled grenades that can mess you up pretty bad. You can get rid of those tracers by pressing X. Smoke is also great to give some extra cover to your teammates. Release smoke when you're capturing a flag together with some other players. This will make it both faster and safer, because your teammates won't be picked off from a distance by an enemy sniper. Other things you gotta watch out for when driving a tank are the TOW missiles and the anti-vehicle mines. Also, do not underestimate the power of grenades, and when you're playing on Omen, keep an eye out for jets trying to drop their bombs on you. And even if your tank gets blown up, a destroyed tank is still great cover. The best tip I can give you is to stay close to the walls and to keep your distance. Use spotting to find enemies hidden in the fog and take them out with your cannon. Soon Tier 3 will be released and tank drivers will have a lot of new things to worry about. Expect C4 explosives for the assault class soldiers and a mortar strike for the recon class soldiers. This was all for today and I hope you learned a thing or two from this video. I'm Baconator6624 and I'll see you next time.